Tina, what are we going to talk about today?
Hey, what happened to your toys from your childhood?
They were all thrown away.
Well, I've got an episode for you.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, guys, I am really, really bitter sometimes, especially when my wife made me give away my Pee Wee Herman.
This isn't another Transformers episode, I promise. It's just incidental.
What the heck is this? No. But I was gonna say, I'm still bitter about my Pee Wee Herman. As I've mentioned before.
Did you not buy the Pee Wee Herman that you saw in like the pawn shop that one time?
I did not.
Oh
because
my God.
Heather was like, you can't have it. It is creepy. I won't let you. But I did get to keep one thing that I would not let go of. And I fought for my pound purry.
This really creepy cat.
So that's what I want to talk about today. What are the toys you guys couldn't let go of?
Okay. So I guess that's yours.
Yeah, my pound purry.
Tell me about this thing.
What is Pound Purry?
I was a big fan of the Pound Puppy show. Is this a spin-off?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. It's like it was the 80s when things were starting to become gendered to kind of bring a modern twist to it, but you had the Pound Puppies, which everyone was like, oh, it's for the boys, and
oh, yeah.
then you had the Pound Purries for the ladies.
My sisters had pound puppies, but I did not have any pound purries. Though I did have some pound puppies.
Okay. Well, I got
We
my
couldn't
brother
afford
got
either
a
of those
pound
things.
puppy.
Proving your point, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I
that's
got
the
a
time
pound
they had
purry.
like He-Man and She-Ra, Big Sister, Kid Sister.
Kid Sister and
My buddy and Kid
My
Sister.
buddy and Kid Sister,
My
yeah.
buddy.
That was Big Buddy.
No, Big
Big Buddy was
Big
the
Buddy is for
creepy,
teenagers.
touchy uncle. Oh, man, it's Big Buddy again.
Big
Who also
Hand
comes
Steve.
with the
Big Hand Steve.
Huge Hand
Huge Hand Steve!
I'm a hustler, baby. Idiot. It's your character. How do you fuck it up every time?
So he's very well loved, and I named him Ready, so...
Because
His eyes
his-
are... Because he's red.
didn't they come named?
Is he not ready
Yeah,
to do things?
they came with I believe it was a collar. You can still see the stitching. Obviously, the collar is gone. It looks like I'm twisting him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Ty buy the rights to Pound Puppies and Pound Purries, so they started releasing them again? The Beanie Babies? 'Cause I thought I saw some.
vaguely
Maybe.
remember, like, maybe 10 or so years ago?
Well, but there was also a new Pound Puppy show.
Was there?
Yeah,
it lasted half a season.
Yvette Nicole Brown was on it.
Wow, you know more than I do. Okay.
There were some other people.
It was in the style of
relatively
the
famous
new My Little Pony show, right? That kind of cartoon
yeah.
style.
Okay.
So I've got a couple. I'm gonna bring a couple up. Number one.
I was gonna say your whole basement are toys that you didn't let go of.
Well, these are things. Remember, this one made it into the I Will Burn My Face Off for
Yes,
this episode.
there's a
Oh, yeah.
reason.
This is Hikaru from Magic Knight Re-Earth. Mainly because it took me 10 years to find her on eBay. And I finally bought her, and it's one that I'll keep with me forever. It's nice.
You will never, ever let that go.
No, I'm never letting her go. Just like
So
Rio.
when you find that missing, because it's gone into my collection, Rob did it.
Rob did it.
What?
Gotcha. No, yeah, she's a beautiful piece. 1995, 96, I think.
96.
It was Sega when these came out.
Yeah.
Like, Sega's the one that did these. So.
Pretty sure
That's
96.
one. My love of giant robots started with this guy right here.
Giant robots are
this
dumb.
Is
Transor Z.
shut the
Gay
fuck
sailor robot.
You all can suck a dick. His name is Messenger Z, the same guy that's on my shirt. I fell in love with this show when I was a kid. So it's going to God, the same guy that did Cutie Honey, the same guy that did like all these other cartoons back in the day, like Devilman. Pretty much, this guy, he pilots this robot by riding his motorcycle into a ship, and the ship goes in here. He comes out of a giant
So
pool.
gay.
And he fights other robots. And he has Rocket Fist, and his girl robot has titty missiles. Who doesn't
course she
remember
does.
the titty missiles?
Yeah.
Right?
That was a little weird on American television.
Made sense in Peruvian television. Yes, Messenger Z. My love of giant robots started here. And last but not least, and this is a for sure thing I'm never getting rid of because I've already given these away to my daughters. These are my stuffed animals.
Well, you kind of did let him go then.
No,
So-
still in the family.
I was a huge fan of
It's a
Tenchi Muyo.
cabinet.
So this is Ryoki from Tenchi Muyo. I bought this when I was in high school in the hopes that I one day would have kids, because, it's ridiculous as a man to buy stuffed animals. There's nothing wrong with collecting stuffed animals.
Now, I want to know, was the eyes worn away before
No, this is because
after?
my daughter sleeps with her every night.
So
this one went to Alicia, and this is my bunny, because that was his name, Bunny.
How original.
Como se dice bunny en español?
Look, anyway, no. So Bunny, these are my kids now, so I'm not gonna do anything weird with them. Bunny went to my oldest daughter, Lydia. I've had this guy. This is my first stuffed animal here in America when we came here, and my mom bought it from like a yard sale, so this already belonged to somebody else. But he became mine. And
it's a little skeegee.
That's really sweet.
Skeegee, really? We were
this is a sweet story. What's wrong with you?
Leave Reddy alone. I mean, I've already.
I was gonna say, Ryoki and Bunny are about to DP Reddy if you keep leaving him there.
Does that turn to a spaceship?
Come at me, bro.
She does not.
She does not turn to a spaceship. You got the wrong one.
So anyway, these are two that I'm not letting go. I'm giving to my kids so they can.
That's cute.
Do away with
That's
them.
really sweet.
What do you got, Dan?
So I have two Transformers here, Soundwave and Starscream. Starscream was not my first Transformer. I got this for Christmas from my grandmother in, I guess, '84. And the weird thing for me that really, really bothered me as a kid, but now I love about this, is that it came with two right tail fins. And I could never figure out why this one was upside down until I was an adult and looked at it as okay, that's just wrong. But I love it. And it just, every time I look at it, it makes me smile, and it makes me think of my grandmother. And then this is my very first Transformer, Soundwave. This is,
he's really loose.
Yes, he is really loose. So not only is he really loose, his shoulder is semi-glued. That joint moves, but it's completely broken. But the great thing about this, and the story here, is that I was out with my mom shopping, and we were, I think, at a drugstore. And this was before the cartoon had come out.
Yeah.
The comic was out, but the cartoon wasn't out yet.
Oh, okay.
And I found this at the drugstore, and I was like, Mom, look at this toy. Is this not the greatest toy in the entire world? She was like, yeah, it's a very neat toy. I'm like, can I have this toy, Mother, whom I love? and my mom, for whatever reason, decided this was the week she was going to teach me about personal finance.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
So she said, sure. How much do you have? How much money do you have? And I said, I don't know. I don't have it with me. And my allowance was like $1 a week. It was not a tremendously large allowance. And Soundwave, if I'm remembering right, was $11.
That's a good deal.
And so Mom said, tell you what. And she bought this toy, and she put it on top of the fridge until I had enough money to buy it from her. Basically teaching me about layaway.
Your mom is awesome.
And so teaching me about layaway and why credit is so superior to layaway, because then you get it now.
Instant gratification.
So yeah, that's what I remember most about this Soundwave. But like I said, this is my very first Transformer. Actually, you know what? It was the first Transformer that came into my house. It was probably not the first Transformer I had. Because of this, because it stayed on the fridge. I probably had a Bumblebee or something before that.
So your Starscream, my first Starscream didn't have this problem because he was made out of corn husk. So my Starscream was perfect and looked more like the show than your Starscream. At least in my head. You and your fucking allowances.
I didn't have an allowance.
My allowance was we ate. Dinner.
Congratulations, son, for working. Now we can eat.
Rob, what do you got? Because I know you have this horrible, horrible story.
This episode really hits me in the feels because, like you guys, maybe you too, there's a lot of these toys that I got that I had a lot of sentimental attachment to. Optimus Prime, Megatron, Hot Rod, Transformers, He-Man. We never had She-Ra. GoBots. Now this is actually, I had Voltron, but Lionbot is one of the greatest toys ever. This is a great toy. Perfect replica of what.
Future animal combination.
That I'll tell another story about Lionbot another day. So also like you, we didn't have tons and tons of money. So the first Transformer I ever made out of raisin boxes was Soundwave.
Oh, look at me! I ate raisins.
I also made a Voltron with 5 raisin boxes, and they all had little legs on them, and they had cutouts, and if you stuck them together, it turned into a giant raisin box robot.
You ate a lot of raisins.
Yes, I had a lot of raisins. Good fiber diet. But unfortunately, when I was a kid, we moved houses, moved out, and I was of the age where like, toys aren't that cool. I'm just gonna let these toys stay in this house. And then they were redistributed among my cousins and things. And they didn't live in the same city as me. So my cousins and have all my cool Transformers.
Do they still have it, or did they just...
It was one of those things where when I started to actually care, I didn't want to know the answer of what happened to like Scorponok and what happened to Omega Supreme.
It's like you said you were poor. Those
I know.
things were expensive.
Like, I didn't have Scorponok or Omega Supreme.
Every Christmas we got to pick something really dope. And one year it was the combined present between me and my brother was Omega
A
Supreme.
combined present. That's lame. I got those as a kid too.
Combined present was Omega Supreme. And then another year it was Scorponok or whatever. So now what I did hang on to are my video game things. So I still have my original Nintendo Entertainment System. And like what you talk about, having these things available for your children, like I absolutely like kids. I told them this lecture the other day. Children, you have to take care of your things, because when I was 12 years old, I had this NES, and it still works to this day. It does still work. It needs a little bit more of the Nintendo blowjob action, but it still works.
Oh, okay.
So video games have been the thing that I've been able to hang on to and will never get rid of. Now I did not bring them today because they're very gentle. But
well, we were talking about toys.
Yeah, exactly. So the other thing is I have some tabletop. Like, do you remember the tabletop Miss Pac-Man and Donkey Kong? Those things.
Yeah.
Those would be the equivalent of my toys that I would not get rid of. Because I got those when I was 6, and they still do work to this day. So those aren't toys. So that's why I didn't bring them. But like this guy. And you and I actually I talked about this the other day. I saw a Power of the Primes, like Optimus Prime, in a cart. And I think it was probably someone else's car. And I stopped, picked it up, and nostalgia went all over me. I was like, I should buy this thing. I just wanted an Optimus Prime.
It's a good one.
I really want an Optimus Prime. And he was $44. And I still have it. I may still get it because I still have a lot of love for Optimus Prime. So, there you go.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Don't leave parents. Don't let your kids think they're awesome and get rid of the toys. Keep them in a box.
So, what toys did you hold on to as a child? Please comment down below, like, subscribe, and Pee Wee Herman, my doll, if you're still out there, please let me know how you're doing, where you are. Please.
Never mind, Omar.
Good superhero name. Never mind, Omar.
We need help! Oh, no, never mind. We're good. I'm here. Oh, shit.
It's that guy.
I'm okay.
Thanks. Never mind, Omar.
I'm not really. I'm
I'm not a doctor.
I'm waiting for
superhero.
Superman.